the left has been a destructive force aimed at the Trump administration and his 72 million supporters since even before the beginning of President Trump's term.
When he said today, America first, it was not just the racial, the Hitlerian background to it.
There was an America First committee. They were infiltrated by the Nazis. Many of them were anti-Semitic, part of why they weren't alarmed by Hitler's rise in Germany.
Outside of the Civil War, World War II, and including 9/11, this may be the most cataclysmic event the country's ever seen.
He's just disgusting to look at. He's obese. He's one of the repulsive, physically looking human beings I've ever seen.
Absolutely no morals. Who's a bully, who acts like a bigot and a racist, and is a sexist and a sexual harasser.
The case for impeachment has never been stronger. The evidence never so riveting.
Are you suggesting that President Trump should face impeachment?
Another member of Congress wants him impeached.
There's growing talk, at least, about impeachment.
What is your case for impeachment?
The first day of public testimony in the impeachment inquiry, opening with a bombshell.
We got the bombshell.
A bombshell.
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 One bombshell after another.
Bombshell after bombshell.
We're bracing for potentially an explosive opening statement.
Explosive week.
It's explosive testimony.
Explosive.
Truly explosive.
The most explosive thing.
This is a slow motion explosion.
How explosive? Very explosive.
And I think it will be explosive.
Wow.
Donald Trump feels the walls closing in.
Really kind of the walls closing in on him.
Walls closing in on him.
Walls closing in on him.
There is a non-trivial chance that if Donald Trump loses the election, he ends up living out the rest of his days in prison.
But here's the question. Would you like to see President Trump in prison?
Do you want to see the president in prison?
Do you think Trump could end up going to jail?
He could actually face jail time.
Donald Trump could end up in jail.
In prison.
If he ends up in jail, so be it.
You are pathetic.
This president has radicalized so many more people than ISIS ever did.
His ignorance could pose a profound danger to every single person in this country and literally every inhabitant of the planet Earth.
Somebody rushed the stage, but was quickly disabused of going further by the Secret Service.
It comes after that chaos in Chicago, violent clashes between protesters and supporters inside that auditorium. The event abruptly canceled. Hundreds of demonstrators outside too. 2 police officers injured, and tonight, Donald Trump taking no responsibility for any of it.
They are so obsessed with their psychosis that they can't even let go under the possibility of a Biden win.
Before you leave today, I want you to answer this question for yourselves. Which side of history is my party actually on? Who will fight for thousands of people arrested throughout this summer of protests? Just this week, 45 launched Operation Legend, a grant by the Department of Justice that will provide millions of dollars to hire and deploy hundreds of new police officers to our cities. We just voted against Operation Legend, but that's not enough.
But as the target becomes stealthier and unreachable, one outcome remains clear. Once there is no one left to blame but themselves, the left will eat itself due to its own self-destructive nature.
Election results did little to calm unrest in Portland. Despite a clear win for Democrats in Oregon, the party's Northeast Portland headquarters was vandalized overnight. To be clear, no groups have taken responsibility for the vandalism, but the 3-arrow symbol often associated with the anti-fascist movement appears on the building next to the word shame.
You're here in sweatshirts and masks. Why do you wear masks? Why do you cover your faces?
Masks are there for our own safety so we can continue to do this organizing without the fear of fascist or state repression.
Joe Biden will now face their wrath. But even that won't save the left from itself. John Bound reporting.